They have acquired Corbin Burns from the Milwaukee Brewers for a prospect package that includes D.L. Hall, power hitting third baseman Joey Ortiz, comp pick. The Brewers are stockpiling first rounders here. Don't look now, but really let's start this discussion with Burns going to Baltimore. One of the biggest names that was out there on the trade market, and he is in fact changing uniforms. I was surprised by this when I heard about it yesterday because after the Brewers went out and bought Reese Hoskins, you thought, okay, maybe they're holding Burns and maybe they're going to try to win this year. That's not the case. And the narrative that the new ownership group sat down and got this done, this had to have been in place for weeks before they finally pulled the trigger. The momentum in Baltimore is hard to refute, though.
What they've done and what has happened with that Baltimore organization in the last 6 months or so, be a division champion and win 101 games. They have the executive of the year and Mike Elias. They have all of this young talent, and they were able to trade 2 of their really good prospects, but keep all their top 5 prospects in the top 100. So it's a pretty amazing trade.
I mean, there's a lot of places to go here. We're going to talk about the Brewers side of this in a moment. I want to hit you on this. If you're the Orioles now, you get a stud, right? You get a top of the rotation, unquestioned 1A, a Cy Young Award winner. The division is yours to win. Here are some of the numbers for Burns the last 3 years. Once he refined that cutter, he was a different dude. It started in 2021. 2022 wins the Cy Young Award. 21 Cy Young Award, rather, and then 2 good years to follow it up.
And when I heard about the trade, my first thought was, well, Baltimore's the pick now. Baltimore's the team that everyone's going to probably have to go through at some point to get to the World Series or win the World Series. That's a big team.
If you look at the equation from Milwaukee's perspective, they got the pick or something close to the pick that they would have gotten had they just offered Burns the qualifying offer in a year, plus 2 players who they believe can help them right now. And Matt Arnold spoke about that yesterday with
What's going on, guys? Let's see, who do we have? Julius. Hope you are having a good Sunday as well. Are you the guy, as our Dodger fan here, does that mean you were the guy that took Kendall George and I think 3 other Dodgers? Kenneth, what's going on? Bobby, what's going on with you? Chris, what's up? We don't have a ton left over today. I'm going to drop the 2 unpurchased non-firsts that were left into the chat if anybody wants to grab any additional spots. But we're going to get started pretty quickly tonight. I'm going to get right into picking our boxes since there wasn't a ton left over. Feels a long time between breaks now that we've only been going once a week for the last couple weeks. I know Brian ran his Sapphire break last night. I was watching along with you guys. It looked like there were some pretty nice hits there. A really nice Jackson Churio, I think numbered to 25. Low numbered Volpe. So some of the big names definitely hitting that one. I think he's going to be running a full caser next Saturday. And I'm going to be running my next break next Friday, actually, since next Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday. And I figure everybody will be a little bit busy at that point. So we will run next Friday this same break, a Sapphire, a Jumbo, and a Super Jumbo. Julius, I hope we can pull some of those guys for you tonight. What's going on, Zach? All right, so we're going to get right into choosing our boxes. We have 2 Sapphires this week, so I'll let you guys choose from either number 1 or number 2. First person in the chat to list one of those numbers. We'll get to pick the Sapphire box you open. We have some MLB TV on in the background today. Since it's not a huge sports night, I figured the most applicable thing to put on would probably be MLB Tonight, especially with the Corbin Burns trade this week. Chris picking number 1. We got it. So we have our Sapphire box. We are still about halfway through our Jumbo case and our Super Jumbo case. So Let me bring those boxes out to choose from. I was actually talking to my brother this week about who he thought was good value to buy MLB World Series futures on, and of course his response was the only bet he's put in so far is the Dodgers. So I'm sure Julius could have guessed that one, but I was thinking of putting something in on the Orioles, and they were plus 1,700. I didn't put anything down, and of course the next day they go and trade for Corbin Burns and drop to plus 1,300. So I regret not making that move as soon as I thought it. All right, so for our supers, we have 1, 2, and 3. Next person after Scott, Burke, who said 2 in the chat, gets to choose which box of supers we're going to open. Looks like we had 3 people say 1 and 1 person say 2 for the Sapphire, so it was 1 that we went with. We have Julius picking number 2, just ahead of Scott picking number 3. Someone sent me a player, Brian. There is one guy left over that I'm going to sell who has not been paid for yet. If by the time we finish selling, picking our boxes, he hasn't been paid for. So keep your keyboard ready. There might be one big name that is still going to be available for this. All right, our jumbo boxes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6. So next message under Mike Hivlev. So next person below that message to choose a number between 1 and 6 can choose our boxes. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got another one from Mike choosing number 6. Mike, you got that one? So we have our boxes. Let me double check the paid orders now to see what's still there. Lots of people calling out boxes today, so looks like it could be a fun chat tonight. Let's see. Chris, let's let a Dodger and Yankee World Series. It would be great for baseball. And it seems like baseball has no interest in stopping that from happening. Although, I think the way that the Orioles are making moves this winter, I mean, or at least this last week, between let me just see. Looks like my volume is too loud. Let me know if it sounds too loud to you guys. I just adjusted my mic down a little bit. It looked like the audio might have been overly saturated. It looks like between the Orioles getting new management and then immediately going for Corbin Burns, they could be in that fight for the World Series as well.
It's still there, guys. I mean,
somebody, William, jumping out and making the call on the big name that I was previewing may be available. I'm going to take a look to see. Yep, he has still not been paid for. So I'm gonna give William for figuring it out before I even mentioned it. First dibs, William. If you want Matt Shaw, he went for 42 tonight. That's actually pretty low for what he's been. So I'm gonna leave that at 42. If William, you want Matt Shaw for 42, let me know. If not, I'll make him open to everybody else. Let me catch up on all the rest of the messages in the chat as well. Yeah, Alec, I love this format break. This has been our go-to for the last couple of years to try and get every different product involved in player breaks, and always a good time. This is the player break, 2 bags 7. Yankees possibly won't even win their division, Alec. I agree. Orioles should trade Holiday for another starting pitcher. That would be wild, Brian. You want him in DC or in Vegas? Let's see. They're hungry. The Yankees still need to bolster their starting rotation, but the East is definitely going to be exciting. All right. I'm going to give William one more shot. William, if you want Matt Shaw, let me know. Otherwise, the next message I had was Brian saying that he was interested. So Brian would be the next in line for Shaw at 42. If William doesn't respond by 10:13 on my clock. All right, you ready, Brian? You get Shaw. So, Brian, getting Matt Shaw. Let me just cancel that order on eBay. Ooh, they changed the format in eBay for canceling an order. All right, Shaw is canceled, and Brian, he is all yours. And I think we are good to go. Why didn't my message show up? It's weird. Brian, just happy to get some action tonight. For anybody who's new to our breaks, we also have a Facebook community where we run some breaks. We're definitely going to get some action in there over the next month as the season gets underway, or spring training gets underway, I should say. I've been holding on to this 2019 Bowman draft box for this spring, so planning on getting a 2019 Bowman draft jumbo running. In addition to some fun mixers, have a lot of different Bowman products sitting around here that I'm excited to be ripping into. Also, Anthony DeScalfani and Gabriel Gonzalez. Speaking of people in this product, with Gabriel Gonzalez traded to the Twins. What's going on, Meb? All right, let's see. I think I caught all the messages, and I think we're ready to go. So let me know if we want to go Super or Jumbo or Sapphire to start. Any 2022 Bowman? Actually, yeah, Chris, we do. I have a 2022 Bowman. I have two 2022 Bowman hobbies. I have a 2022 Bowman Sapphire. You're looking for us to run 2022 Bowman, 2022 Bowman Chrome, or 2022 Bowman Draft? Looks like we had a couple people say Super first. Big get for the Twinkies, says Sean. Oh, you said draft. I didn't read that. Draft. Actually, I don't know if I have any 2022 draft. I think I probably have light boxes, and that might be it, actually. Maybe I have a Sapphire also? Maybe I'll do some kind of... If that's the case... Let's see, is that... That's 21 Sapphire. 22 Bowman. 23 Bowman. I think I might have a Sapphire also, but yeah, could get some kind of 2023 Bowman Draft Sapphire Lightbox mixer going on, or I could try and pick up some more 2022 Bowman Draft. It is the holiday year, and that should be a hot product coming into this season with the possibility of him getting a call. Rob, rooting for some Dylan Campbell tonight. Let's see. All right. We are getting started with the Super. Good luck, everybody. Who's still available free agency wise in the majors at this point? I know there are a couple potential DHs out there. I like the Jock Peterson to the Diamondbacks move. Winning player, Meb. What do you think about Jock Peterson going to the D-backs? He seems like he's on a postseason roster every year, so it's a postseason kind of move for the D-backs to be making there. Speaking of, the D-backs are not in the top 5 in World Series odds this year. I guess people are assuming that was a one-time run and they're not the real deal yet, but that may be a value play that I consider trying to make. Put a little D-backs futures in. Won't get the odds that Brian and my brother got last year, but I'm sure, it seems like there's still a pretty long shot. Snell is still there. Bellinger. Miguel Sano. I wouldn't hate that. For anybody who, for the few people who may be new here, I'm a Mets fan, so I don't know. Sano in New York sounds like potentially. Is Sano a high strikeout guy, or am I just assuming that? I don't think the Mets really need more high strikeout guys if that's him. All right, guys, I'm going to try not to show the bottom card, and we are off tonight. Skimming through all of our papers like usual. It looks like we have a refractor pack in the bottom for the first one because I think I see speckle at the bottom of this one. No color in the papers either. And starting off the night, we have a Carlos Jorge Chrome. Teddy McGraw, Phillip Abner, Hero Wyatt, Chris Clark, Trey Morgan, Michael Arroyo, Brock Vradenberg, Gavin Cross, Luke Keeschel, Jesus Baez, Jay Bashirs, Cole Young, Hunter Haas, Gabriel Gonzalez. Speaking of, there he is. Quinn McDaniel, Jace Young, Yasser Mercedes, Chase Davis, Yoendry Vargas, Charlie Soto draft night insert, and the first speckle is Justin Reimer. Let me open up some penny sleeves. Let's see. It's going to be fun to root for Jock for once, Beb says. Yeah, I have never had that opportunity to vote for Jock. I've always found him somewhat likable, but never been on a team that I'm a fan of. And Justin Turner, where'd Justin Turner go? Let's see. Matt Chapman's a free agent still? I didn't even know Matt Chapman was a free agent. I guess the Mets were never really looking for he's a center fielder, right? I'm not making that up. Why am I in my head for some reason I wanted to say third baseman for a second. All right, we're going to keep going down these bottom packs, see if we can save all of our autos for the end, although this case has been kind of all over the place between having autos in the top packs and bottom packs. But let's try and see if we can save all the autos for the end here. No color in the paper there. For anybody who is new to our breaks, I always like to mention that all Chrome cards will get sleeved up before they're sent out to you, but if there's anything that you see that I don't immediately sleeve up in the break, feel free to let me know in the chat, and I'll make sure to do that. We have a Camden Minacci, Tommy Troy, Tanner Hall, Colt Emerson, couple nice chrome cards to start there, Kiner Delgado, Mike Bove, Jackson Holiday getting on the board, Nolan McLean, Spencer Jones. There's our first Dylan Campbell. I'll sleeve that one up right away since we have a Dylan Campbell guy in here. Connor Burns, Nelson Rada, Brian's guy, Ethan O'Donnell, Dylan Questad, Tommy Hawk, Samuel Munoz, Paul Wilson, Conley Early, Brady Smith. We have a Lunar Refractor coming up behind the TJ Nichols and the Colton Ledbetter Draft Night. It's an upside-down pitcher refractor, and it's Hero Wyatt. Hero Wyatt Lunar Glow Refractor. So Reimer and Hero Wyatt start the night off with our hits. Let's see. Yankees need to land Snell, says Chris. Wouldn't mind if the Mets landed Snell either. Meb saying best Mets move was bringing back Ottavino. I honestly do not like Ottavino. I feel like every time he's in a big situation, he does not do well. I was not thrilled that we brought him back, honestly. I know the stat line looks good, but I just don't trust him. Bickford was a college pitcher at Southern Nevada. Bickford also a sneaky steal from the Dodgers. That's a Mets. The Mets picked up Bickford? I didn't even catch that one. All right, let me try to not show this bottom card again. There we go. Keeping it moving. We still have no colors in the papers, which is not surprising since those should all come in the auto packs. We have an Alfredo Duno, Jacob Gonzalez, first rounder for the White Sox, Emmanuel Bonilla, our first Wyatt Langford of the night, Cole Schoenwetter, Maui Ahuna, Jackson Merrill, Hunter Holland, Jaden Ham, Jack Wenninger, Joe Whitman, Patrick Riley, Seth Keener, a lot of first pitchers here, Zach Thornton, Tayshaun Walton, Jonathan Mejia, Devin Saltabon, William Bergola, Carson Rockefort, Brooks Lee, Jacob Wilson Draft Night, and we have a numbered refractor blue first of Jack Wenninger, a little blue on blue Mets color match here for the Jack Wenninger owner, number 91 of 150. Congrats to hopefully a Met fan that this one's going to. We'll put the blue on blue up in the display. Our first numbered card of the night. We have the Wyatt Langford, and we have our Jacob Gonzalez first rounders. Let's see. Rhys Hoskins is a big get for the Brewers. Chris, definitely agree on that. Kind of a surprising move by them. He is a third baseman. Okay, I'm not losing my mind thinking Chapman was a third baseman. Turner went to the Blue Jays, and Chris saying glad the Yankees got rid of... Who did the Yankees get rid of? Turner? Turner wasn't a Yankee, right? Got to give Ottavino some love. He saved a few Rockies disasters. And we have Wally, another Met fan. All right, we have 3 bottom packs open. Let's keep going with our bottom packs and save the fun for the end of this jumbo box. So we'll go with our 4th bottom pack here, see if we continue the streak of all non-auto packs. I don't know if anybody was in our break last week, but in this same break, for the first time ever, we pulled all colored autos. There have been numerous breaks where we went about, I want to say like 7 straight all base autos. The fact that we went all color autos last week was shocking, but wouldn't hate doing it again. We have a Daverson Gutierrez Chrome. We have a Cole Carrig, Cam Collier, CJ Kifus, Roderick Arias, Cam Fisher, Anthony Gutierrez, Chase Jaworski, Nathan Detmer, Jackson Baumeister, Hurston Waldrop, Luis Guanipa, Blake Mitchell, Emmett Olson, Alberto Rios, Drew Jones, Michael Carrico, Roman Anthony, Jake DeLeo, Christian Apor. We have a Noble Meyer. I believe that one goes to Chris, the B in the stained glass. Oh, and we have our first printing plate in a long time. I want to say it's been at least a year since we pulled a printing plate. Let's see what we have here. I'm guessing this is going to be a non-auto. It is a first. Cole Foster. Cole Foster printing plate. That is a 1/1, of course, black printing plate of Cole Foster. Who's our Cole Foster guy tonight? That is a cool one to own. Hopefully it's a Foster collector. I'm a big fan of printing plates. I know they don't sell all that well, but I like the idea that they put them in. We pitched a color auto perfect game last week. Let's see. Did I drop the? Yeah, I did drop the Facebook information in. Also have to mention that the eBay sweepstakes is still going. So if anybody's interested in joining that, the link to that is up top. Actually, it might. Now that we're in February, it may actually be 7, baseball 7. So if anybody's trying to get into that sweepstakes, the link is up top. But I think it's a 7, not a 6 at this point. All right, we have our final bottom pack here. Let's see. Cole's coming up in the scroll. Was it Chris? Or was Chris just giving us the celebratory boom? All right, let me scan through these papers while we wait for Cole Foster's name to scroll into the picture. All right, looks like we should have saved all of our autos for the second half of this box. We have a Amarian Boyd, Brock Roden, Kevin Parada, Spencer Nivens, Josue De Paula, and let's see, Cole Foster went to Chris. Congrats, Chris. Was not just a celebratory boom, it was a congratulatory, it was a celebratory one for him. We have a Homer Bush, Xavier Isaac, Drew Hackenberg, Grayson Hitt, Jerron Watts Brown, Colson Montgomery, Jace Boroffen, Jacob Cravey, Xander Muth, Jason Woodward, Jack Mahoney, Connor O'Halloran, Caden Morris, Jason Savacool, Jake Cunningham, Nazan Zanatello with the glass insert, and a purple refractor first of Brock Roden. Brock Roden numbered 119 of 250. Who I believe I've heard a couple people say Roden may actually be the closest player to the majors out of the big Seattle draft class. Let me sleeve up both of our glass inserts, and then we'll see our first auto. Noble Meyer and Nazan Zanatello getting glass inserts. And let's sleeve up our Homer Bush as well. And then let's see our first auto and see if we can continue our streak from last week. All right, everybody, here we go. No color in this first auto pack in the papers. We have a Nazan Zanatello in back-to-back packs. Glass now base. Drew Gilbert, Max Anderson, Ariel Castro, Matt Shaw, Brian getting on the board for the first time, Felton Celestin, Jacob Wilson, nice pack here, a lot of good names, Hunter Owen, Marcus Brown, Levi Wells, Christian Knapzik, getting back to our refractors. We have a Cam Collier, CJ Kifus, Roderick Arias, Cam Fisher, Anthony Gutierrez, Chase Jaworski, Nathan Detmer, Jackson Baumeister, and the streak ends right away. We have our first auto of the night is going to be base, and it is a Rocky, Jack Mahoney. So Jack Mahoney, pitcher base auto. Hopefully we're saving the big names for color. Jacob Gonzalez and Marcelo Mayer inserts. We got the Mighty Putty guy screaming in the background. Shaw, Jacob Wilson, and Zanatello. Some nice chrome hits. And our refractors, Baumeister, Detmer, Jaworski, Fisher, and Kifus. And let's see auto number 2. Looks like we got color in this one. I think that might have been purple I saw there. We have a watermelon Joe Redfield paper. Joe Redfield owner getting that. Number 117 of 199 for the aqua and fuchsia paper refractor. Samuel Munoz chrome. Paul Wilson, Conley Early, Brady Smith, TJ Nichols, Cole Foster adding to his printing plate. Jacob Berry, Mac Horvath, Hao-Yu Lee, Charlie Soto, Hans Montero's a base, then refractors of Roman Anthony, Jake DeLeo, Christian Apor, Andrew Walters, Christopher Torin, Bryce Eldridge, nice one there, Dernish Valdez, Dylan Head, couple first rounders getting refractors. We have a purple auto hitter. It's not the right side for the Eldridge bat, but it looks like it might be either an Oriole or a Giant. It is an Oriole, and it's Jake Cunningham. Paul Skeens and Drew Jones inserts behind that. The Jake Cunningham purple auto is numbered 248 of 250. We got the cards slipping in the back. These stacks are already getting big. Let's see. Let's put that up there in place of the Weniger, and let's move this stack over. All right, let's sleeve up all of our hits from this one. Some nice hits there. Bryce Eldridge and Dylan Head refractors. And our first color auto. Any rumor of who the favorite would be to get Matt Chapman at this point? I feel like that would be a big pickup for somebody. Do the D-backs need a third baseman to replace Evan Longoria? Actually, let me get a notch sleeve for the Redfield. All right. Two bag rooting for Ewing. See when we can get Ewing to show up. We're still chasing him for you. Looks like our next one may also be a base auto, so we may be starting with 2 out of 3 base autos. No color in the paper yet in this one. Andrew Walters Chrome, Christopher Torin, Bryce Eldridge back on the board, back-to-back packs, Dernish Valdez, Dylan Head as well, Camilo Diaz, Kevin Sim, Deanne Jorge, Luke Schleger, Lucas Gordon, Alex Clemmy, refractors of Camilo Diaz. We have something upside down in here. Kevin Sim, Deanne Jorge. It's a Luke Schleger upside down refractor. And to flip it back over, we have a Lucas Gordon, Hunter Haas, Alex Clemmy, Jesus Baez, and Jace Boroffin. We've hit a lot of Jace Boroffin autos. Paul Skeens and Colt Emerson inserts behind that. So Jace Boroffin on the board in an auto again. I want to say we've hit at least 4 Jace Boroffin autos, including, I think the lowest numbered one was a gold base tonight. All right, we got refractors of Clemmy, Haas, Gordon, Schleger, and Kevin Sim. D-backs, oh right, D-backs already got Eugenio Suarez, so they're set there. Looking for a few nice players, says Chris. I think I know we have the Noble Meyer glass for you, but hoping for more than that. Also an interesting signing that the Tigers already extended Colt Keith, 2020 draftee out of high school. I know he's been popping up a lot in the minors, but very early to sign an extension for him. We have a Cade Color Sky Blue paper. That number is 330 of 499. We have a Jet Williams Chrome, Eric Batoni, Brian Acuna, Colton Ledbetter, Marcelo Mayer, Kemper Alderman, Ludwig Espinoza, Braden Taylor. I think that's another hit for Chris, if I remember correctly. Ethan Salas. There's our first Max Clark. Carlson Reed. Carlos Jorge. Teddy McGraw. Philip Abner. Hero Wyatt. Chris Clark. Trey Morgan. Nice one there. Michael Arroyo. Brock Radenberg. And another base. So 3 out of 4 so far base. I see a hitter on the Marlins. Is going to be DeLeo. It is going to be another DeLeo. We've hit DeLeo a couple times recently as well. And Max Clark and Jackson Holiday inserts behind that. Let's see. Zach, have I ever pulled a Superfractor? Yes, Zach, we pulled a Superfractor out of 2020 Bowman Chrome. 2023 Bowman Chrome, and it was Adrian Pinto. Brian got that one. That was actually a night where there was some listing issues, and we ended up posting a bunch of things in the Facebook group. And Brian claimed the Adrian Pinto spot out of the Facebook group for, I believe, $2, and then ended up hitting a multiple $1,000 Superfractor. Before that, the only other Superfractor we had hit was, I want to say it was a Nick Lofton insert Superfractor, and that was probably over 2 years ago. So they are definitely elusive. We did hit a Paparazzi, if that's how you pronounce that word, the one of ones in Sapphire, and that was a Drew Gilbert out of 2023 Bowman, I believe it was, because it was not a first. And that one I regret not owning in hindsight after he got traded to the Mets. That would have been a nice one for my PC, especially having pulled it. All right, we have one more auto left out of the Super. See if we can get another color auto here. You would hope they wouldn't put 4 non-color in a single Super, but I would never have expected for them to have 5 color in the last one. Let's see. It might be a refractor to 499 here. So, color at least. We have another watermelon, and it's Braden Taylor. That's a nice hit there. Number 10 of 199 for the 19th overall pick. We have a Noble Meyer, Travis Honeyman, Alex Ramirez, Christian Campbell, Luis Angel Acuna, Zach Levinson, Jason Churio, Jonah Cox, Ryan Clifford, Grant Taylor, Wyatt Huddapole, refractors of Gabriel Gonzalez, Jay Bashirs, Cole Young, Paul Skeens getting a refractor, Cole Miller, Adrian Santana, Daverson Gutierrez, Cole Carrig, and a refractor auto of Mac Horvath. A pretty nice one. Felton Cellison and Paul Skeens inserts. So first time in a while we've hit a Mac Horvath auto. Nice one to hit there. That is 431 of 499. We'll put the rodent up on the side, and we'll keep things moving. Nice Braden Taylor as well, actually. I may put that one up in the display also. Let me get a notch sleeve for that one. William, you saying he mashes home runs, was that in regards to Eugenio Suarez or Chapman? I'm guessing that's where we were in the discussion when you made that comment. Let's see. Yep, that super was for Brian. Brian has hit a couple hot streaks throughout the years, and I feel like that was right in the middle of one of them. Although I guess your last hot streak was mostly not pulled by me. I feel like you were opening personals and hitting some nice stuff for a while, especially some. Didn't you hit a nice Sapphire pull, or was that the Nico Cavadas that you got a couple years ago that I'm thinking of? Colt Keith, not one Ewing 2 nights in a row. Hopefully we can change that soon. All right, do we want to go with the Jumbo next or the Sapphire next? First person in the chat can make the call. Gonna move over the paper cards. MLB TV is going to take a look at, or tonight's going to take a look at the Caribbean Series. That's interesting. Jumbo next is Scott. So we'll save the Sapphire for the end. I like that order. Chris agrees on Jumbo. Brian says, got that Tanner Schobel, yeah. Brian's done pretty well. Brian, how many 1-of-1s have you pulled in the last 2 years? I feel like you've pulled more 1-of-1s buying into breaks than most breakers that I know have pulled. All right, we have our Jumbo open. Bobby pulled you a Harper number to 25, patch auto, sticker auto, napkin patch, crazy. Tanner Schobel, Brian's Hokies. Okay, and on to box number 2. No color in the papers to start. We have a Justin Crawford Chrome, Yasser Mercedes, Saban Sabalos, so getting some different chromes to start. We like that. Jace Young, Jackson Churio, Cade Denton, immediately getting our first auto, a base auto of Cade Denton. Chase Davis, draft picks and prospects insert, Jesus Baez, and Jay Bashir's refractors. So some immediate repeats in the refractors. Our last refractor in the last box and our first refractor in this box, both Jay Bashirs. We'll sleeve up that Churio and sleeve up the Denton, and then we'll go straight down this first row, and I'll take a gamble that there won't be another auto in this first row, although stranger things have happened. You pulled 4 printing plates too? Oops, just knocked over my garbage bag. Let's see. Brian says, personal one was the Paparazza in a break as a buyer. 2 supers. That's crazy, man. Let's see. Chris, buddy of mine, puller of the Tommy Troy Super out of 2023. 2023 Bowman's best, you were saying. 4 printing plates. Wow. Brian pumping more Nelson Rada. All right, no paper in the no color in the paper. We have a Quinn McDaniel, Jack Hurley. Speaking of Hokies, Gabriel Gonzalez, Welben Francisa, Hunter Haas, Colin Huck on the board for the first time. Ty Pete in the glass insert. Chase Davis, nice refractor there, and Yoendry Vargas. What? The Caribbean Series is being played in Miami, not in the Caribbean?
First time that it has ever occurred in the mainland USA. The first time it's ever been played outside of Latin America. It's going to be at Lone Depot Park in Miami. The first time it's ever been here in the mainland US. I cannot wait. It begins tomorrow, and some of the luminaries involved. This is
All right, Colin Huck. Continuing down this first stack. His ceiling is Ken Griffey, and his floor is Ken Griffey Sr. Whoa. Caribbean Series looks crazy. We have a Cole Young, Luis Almeida, Jay Bashirs again, Ty Pete, Jesus Baez. We have an Aqua Wave or a Teal Wave non-auto of Braden Taylor. It's Braden Taylor night. This is 39 of 125. Really nice looking, almost color match. Jackson Churio transformed with talent, and Noble Meyer and Travis Honeyman getting refractors. Nice hit for Braden Taylor. I think we hit the watermelon of him also. So, yeah, Braden Taylor night for sure. Let's see. Braden Taylor. That is. It's a Chris spot. And finishing up this first row out of the jumbo. Players in the Caribbean Series: Acuna, Puig, Harold Ramirez, Isaac Paredes, Christian Betancourt, Yadier Molina. Yadier Molina, that's interesting. We have a Chrome Isaiah Coupette, Alex Clemmy, Samuel Zavala, Devin Saltaban, Joe Redfield, Jonathan Mejia, Ethan Salas, draft picks and prospects, refractors of Alex Ramirez and Christian Campbell. And let's go across the top row now, since that's where the other auto was, and see if the rest of the autos are going to also be in the top row. Chris, yeah, you're definitely starting to get some cards now. We have Christian Vaccaro, Tayshaun Walton, Rock Rigo, Zach Thornton, Cade Denton. We have a refractor auto. Reds, pitcher, Ty Floyd, the other first-round pitcher for Cincy, 38th overall. Tommy Troy, transformative talent. Luis Angel Acuna, and Zach Levinson, refractors. There's the Levinson, and there is the Floyd. Let me check the serial number on that Floyd and take a look. It's 77 of 499. So nice hit there. I'm going to take this pack, and I'm going to put it here since the first two autos were in the first row. I'm guessing that the last auto is going to be in the first row also. Ooh, orange. Orange paper. And it's a Rocky. Is it Sean Sullivan? I want to say it's Sean Sullivan. Yep. It is indeed number 1. Always love pulling a number 1. Number 1 of 25. Sean Sullivan, orange paper. Seth Keener. Patrick Riley. Kiefer Lord. Joe Whitman. Wyatt Huddapole. Wyatt Crowell. Charlie Soto draft night, and refractors of Churio, Jason Churio, and Jonah Cox. Congrats, Sean Sullivan spot now, getting a really nice card. Brian, Ty Floyd fever. Ty Floyd signed every single card he was sent. Always love seeing orange in the hobby, but in the jumbo boxes. See if I can fit this up here. There we go. Sullivan and Taylor. And let's go down this stack next. Was Sean Sullivan leftover lot? I don't think so. Sean Sullivan, let's see, it's about to come up in the scroll. Was he in leftover lot? Let's see, we have a speckle coming up here. And I'll check that after. Could be. I see the X there. All right, we have a Grant Taylor, Jackson Wiggins, Ryan Clifford, Cam Collier, Jacob Wilson, Nolan McLean speckle, Blake Mitchell, draft picks and prospects, Ryan Clifford, and Grant Taylor, refractors. Let's see, was he leftover lot tonight? No. Why was he not leftover lot? Oh, I'm guessing it was one of the orders that was paid late. Let's see. Yeah, he was one of the orders that was paid pretty late. That was Sandy. So congrats, Sandy, on getting the orange Sullivan. Looks like a sky blue and a lunar glow refractor in this one. We have a Cole Carrig chrome. Felon Celestin, Daverson Gutierrez. There's another Matt Shaw. Adrian Santana, Zach Levinson in the blue, and Garrett Forrester in the lunar. Wyatt Huddapole and Joe Whitman. So lots to sleeve up from that one. The last break we pulled the Garrett Forrester 10 of 10, I believe. Black Sapphire was a very cool looking card. Let's see. Yep, I remember saying Cam Collier's name a couple times at least. I think we at least hit a refractor of him. Adrian Santana and Matt Shaw. All right. Still guessing that's our auto pack. Let's head down the rest of the third stack. We have a Tayshaun Walton, what should be a refractor in the back. We have a Rainer Arias Chrome, Nazan Zanatello, Johnny Farmello, Brooks Lee, Mikey Romero, Carson Roccaforte, Spencer Jones, draft picks and prospects, Zach Thornton, and Tayshaun Walton, refractors. We'll slide some of these stacks over again right before we start the Sapphires. Let's see. No Arias cards so far, though. There was a refractor. Yeah, I thought so. Let's see what we could add to some of you guys' lots here. We have another Garrett Forrester, William Bergolla, Chris Clark, Samuel Munoz, Hero Wyatt, purple refractor, non-auto, first of Can't Stop Hit and Hit. Grayson Hitt, number 27 of 250. Marcelo Meyer, Transformative Talent, Jonathan Mejia, and Devin Saltabon, refractors. Man, if anybody owned Grayson Hitt in all of our breaks, you have to, I would guess you've hit at least 10 to 15 color or auto hits. A lot of hits of hit in these boxes. We have a Tommy Hawk, Dylan Questad, Philip Abner, Ethan O'Donnell, Teddy McGraw, there's a Nelson Rorada, Jacob Wilson, Giraffe Knight, refractors of William Bergolla and Carson Roccaforte, and final pack, final auto out of the jumbo. Let's see, top 10 prospects: Holiday, Churio, Skeens, Caminero, Evan Carter, Wyatt Langford, Dylan Cruz, Ethan Salas, and I missed the last two. I want to say it's Carson Montgomery, and I can't remember who number 10 was off the top of my head. Our last auto out of this box is going to be blue. All right, we have Ariel Castro, Cole Miller, Max Anderson. Speaking of Paul Skeens, there he is. Drew Gilbert. Going to the refractors in the back, we have a Seth Keener, Patrick Riley, insert of Spencer Jones, and behind the Gilbert, we have a blue wave of, Brian. How about that for a hit? I guess Brian's starting another hot streak. Wow. Blue on blue with that Cubs helmet there. Matt Shaw, blue wave auto. And the number on the back is 140 of 150 for the 13th overall pick and already top 100 prospect Matt Shaw. That is the hit of the night for sure. Let's see. Let's keep the 1 of 1 up on that display. And we'll slide the other stuff around. So Matt Shaw definitely just went from having an okay night with a couple of refractors, a couple of base cards, to a blue wave auto. What a turnaround. Yeah, William. I'm sorry, man. Meb offering 80 to you, Brian. Brian, you ready to flip your $40 into 80? Let's see. Brian says, for the hobby. Still no Ewings. Well, we got one box left. Let's see if we can make it happen. And we should have at least 4 hits here. Last time we had 4 refractors or 4 parallels and an auto. And the auto was a parallel too. So let's see what we're going to get in this one. Oof. Any idea what a recent comp is on the Blue Wave Matt Shaw? I imagine he's probably spiked after they released the new top 100, since I think he's in the top 50 already. All right, we have our empty Sapphire box. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The stack's looking a little bigger, so let's go down the left. Shaw is gonna hit in Sapphire 2. Brian's feeling it. I'm hoping we get some Ewing for 2-bag here. I don't want to leave a Met fan hanging. We have a Jackson Wiggins, Wyatt Crowell, Ludwig Espinoza, and Braden Taylor night continues. Triple Braden Taylor hits. Why is that sleeve not? What's up with this card? Triple hitter for Braden Taylor. I'm not keeping this on. Let me just switch. We'll put the Pro Bowl games on in the background. Wiggins, Crowell, and Espinoza are other hitters in that first pack. Let's see. 200 to 280 on recent comps on the Shaw. That's a nice investment, Brian. We have gold coming up here. Cole Miller. Zach Thornton. Seth Keener. A lot of pitchers so far in this one. Hitter on the gold, though. And it's another Jake DeLeo. Jake DeLeo getting an auto and a gold Sapphire hit. That is 14 of 50 on the gold Sapphire. Let's see, we'll move the Rodent over, and we'll put the DeLeo a little bit more centered. We have the Cole Miller. Time to open up some more penny sleeves. Keener and Zach Thornton. So one parallel out. We have Adrian Santana. Chris's guys keep hitting. We have another gold. I'm gonna pull what I call the Brian. I'm gonna put that hit to the side, and we're gonna try and keep some excitement for the end. Brian loves to keep the excitement for the end. And we're going to do the same thing. We have another gold. We have a triple, from what it looks like, a triple gold parallel box. I don't hate that. Hopefully one of them is an auto. And there's yellow. Let's go right to the yellow. We have a Kiefer Lord. Oh, Dylan Head yellow. That is a very nice hit. That's a little bit of a color match on the San Diego jersey. That is 11 of 75. Yasser Mercedes and Chase Davis getting another hit. Already had a refractor on the board. Now adding a Sapphire. Nice box so far. The Bryans is where you talk to our cats. What? What? I have no idea what that means, Bobby. All right, I'm going to put the Dylan Head up there, and I'm going to move the DeLeo over because Dylan Head is a good prospect. The Brian is where you talk to our cats during the break? What? So we have 2 parallels out already and 2 golds over there, one of which could be an auto. All right, we have a Jackson Wiggins. What? Didn't we already hit these guys? Wyatt Crowell, Quinn McDaniel, and Jace Young. I feel like we already hit a Jackson Wiggins and a Wyatt Crowell in this box. That would be a first. Two more packs left before we get to our golds. Brian talks to his cats during the break. I need to experience this one time. We have a Chase Jaworski, Nathan Detmer, Christopher Torin, and Bryce Eldridge, another nice name, getting a Sapphire hit. Best hit of the night tonight for Eldridge. We will be recapping all of the hits from this break after we finish the next couple packs. As a reminder, for anybody who arrived late, we're going to be running this same break instead of next Sunday, since it's Super Bowl Sunday. We're going to be running that break on Friday, and then Brian's going to be running a full case Bowman Chrome Sapphire break. So it looks like one of those golds will be an auto. That could be a huge hit for someone. All right, we have Davison Gutierrez, Cole Carrig, Devin Saltaban, and William Bergola. Brian says he'll talk to anything that's listening. That's a good quality for a breaker. All right, let's see what we have here. Let's see. Pulling these to the front, we have a Tayshawn Walton first. Jonathan Mejia. That Roderick Arias. This one is not our auto, but it is Met colors or Astros colors. What's it going to be? And there you go. It was worth the wait, two-bag. No shutout for you. AJ Ewing, gold sapphire, numbered 25 of 50. Congrats, man. We have that Jake DeLeo, Drew Jones, Adrian Santana, and the auto is... No way. No way. No way, Brian. What the hell, Brian? Gold Matt Shaw auto, number 48 of 50. What are the odds? As soon as I saw the bat and the color. What a night for Matt Shaw. How much is that one worth? If the blue's worth 2 to 280, what is the gold sapphire worth? That is now the hit of the break. Whew. Congrats, Brian. Congrats, two-bag, on a excellent gold finish there. All right, I'm going to sleeve up the rest of these cards, and we are going to recap this break. This break was off to a decent start, but those last two autos definitely turned things around and made this a pretty big break in the end. And all that gold in the sapphire box certainly helped it out as well. Tayshawn Walton, DeLeo, Arias, and Jonathan Mejia, who's another guy who it seems like we always hit, Jonathan Mejia. All right, let me recap all of our hits from this one. Thank you, everybody who joined. If anybody is signing off at this point, hopefully we'll see you guys on Friday. But first things first, let's recap the hits. Gardner Minshew made the Pro Bowl? Strange. All right, recapping the break. Wyatt Crowell with a base. Hero Wyatt with a lunar crater. Justin Reimer Speckle. Adrian Santana Sapphire. AJ Ewing Gold Sapphire. Bryce Eldridge Sapphire. Jake DeLeo Gold Sapphire. Chase Davis and Braden Taylor Sapphires. Paul Skeens base. Grayson hit purple. Matt Shaw base. Zach Levinson sky blue. Garrett Forrester lunar. Nolan McLean speckle. Ty Floyd refractor auto. Chase Davis refractor. Cade Denton base auto. Paul Skeens refractor. Braden Taylor watermelon. Cade Color sky blue paper. Max Clark base. Jake DeLeo base auto. Jace Boroff and base auto. Watermelon Joe Redfields. Refractor of Dylan Head. Bryce Eldridge refractor. Jack Weniger blue. Jack Mahoney base auto. Then going across the display, we had the Sean Sullivan orange number 1 of 25 paper. Looks like we hit no refractors of non-firsts. That's an awesome way to do things. We had the Brock Roden purple. So all of our hits in this break came as firsts. That's a rare one also. Let's go with the Braden Taylor Aqua Wave next, number 39 of 125. Then we'll go with the Dylan Head Yellow Sapphire, numbered 11 of 75. We'll go Jake Cunningham Purple next. Oops, there go the hits, Brian. Jake Cunningham Purple Auto, numbered 248 of 250. Mac Horvath Refractor Auto, numbered 431 of 499. Cole Foster with the printing plate, our first printing plate in at least a year. I want to say close to 2. 1 of 1 black printing plate there for the Cole Foster spot. And our hits of the break. Matt Shaw color match, blue of blue, blue on blue, blue wave, number 140 of 150. And Matt Shaw gold sapphire auto, number 48 of 50. All right, let me check what's going on in the chat before we sign off for tonight. Oh yeah, didn't you say there was going to be what did you say before we open the sapphires? Shaw's going to hit in sapphire too. I'm feeling it, Brian said. And then what happened? Let's see. Last pack mojo indeed for 2-bag. Glad we can get you that card. William said I would not have gotten those with your luck. Let's see. Congrats, Brian. Congrats, 2-bag. Congrats. I believe Chris had a pretty good night tonight as well. I forgot who our Cole Foster guy was off the top of my head, but congrats to you as well. Chris saying this is probably going to be your last break for a while. Work is picking up, and you'll be busy for a while. Well, Chris will be here when you come back. Hopefully we see you. If not in the Facebook group, or if not in a break before 2024 Bowman gets released. Hopefully we'll see you back here for 2024 Bowman. Meb saying thank you. Thank you as well. Everybody have a great week, and hopefully we'll catch as many people back here as can make it on Friday. All right, everyone. Have a good week.